Hi guys. So I feel like I've been going for a very long time, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to record again because I just didn't know if it was what I wanted to do. But I think like 8 or 9 months have passed, and I have like a serious update, and I think that I'll kind of go over like things later on, but I think there are some quick things that I want to highlight really quickly. And then so one, I did not take the MCAT. I postponed it. I don't know if you remember in one of my videos I was like, oh, like next semester is gonna be fine, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna take classes. Absolutely did not happen. It was giving impossible. Like I literally had no time to study for classes and get straight A's and take the MCAT successfully. So I just postponed it, and I think it worked out so much better because I didn't want to sacrifice my grades studying for the MCAT, because it just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. So I postponed it. But fast forward, I left in May for an internship at Mayo Clinic for, how long was I going? 2.5 months. And it was amazing. Great experience. I think I'm going to talk about shadowing on here and just like things that I've learned and the way it has kind of shaped what I want my career path to look like. And obviously, you know, things change and God is good. Things change, but like, even though you have like an idea in your mind of what you want things to look like, I think we all can attest to the fact that that doesn't always happen. But I will say that being there really taught me a lot about the medical field and what it looks like to really practice medicine. So I'll talk about that. Oh my gosh. So one really big update that doesn't really seem big, but is big to me. So last semester I took algebra, which I haven't taken algebra in like years. I think I mentioned this before, but like I'm 26 and I've been out of high school for a while now. So I have not taken algebra in forever. But one thing that I always heard was that the MCAT was algebra based. And so before, when I would like approach like questions, general chemistry questions and things like that, I would feel so intimidated because I hadn't taken algebra in so long that I'm like, I don't know what to do here. So taking that class, I have been so confident working out these problems. Like I've been doing so well. I've been able to even work out problems that I didn't practice. So I'm feeling very confident about that, and I am definitely taking it this May no matter what. Like literally no matter what, I am taking this exam and I am applying this year. Well, next semester, which will be next year, but this academic year, no matter what. But some updates. So before I was doing Anki cards, we're no longer doing that. What I'm doing is this, and I'm going to say the reason why I'm doing this is because I noticed that this works for me. So when I read a chapter, right, it's easier for me to go back and take notes from the chapter. I'm not making flashcards. I'm taking notes from each chapter that I read, right? And then what I'm going to do is, after I review the notes, I'm going to start on practice problems, and I'm going to review the Anki deck that's already created. I think it's the Miles Down deck. So I'm going to use that, and I should be fine with it because I already know the content from the notes that I've taken. And yeah, it's been working. It's been working. So I am going through all the books that you saw me go through last December. I'm going through them again, and it seems like repetitive, but it's not, because long-term memory is kicking in, and all the things that I am reading, I'm like, oh, I know this, like, oh, I remember that, and it's very helpful. So I'm taking notes. I'm almost done the Gen Chem book, and that was for that was for September, and then October is all about biology. November is all about organic chemistry. So I'm doing it in order, whereas before I feel like I did everything out of order. But I talked to my friend, and she said like, oh, you should do it in order. And I never thought about that until she said it, and it makes so much sense. Like, study the content in the order of the classes that you take. Like, you're not going to take biochemistry before you take biology. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. And I know that you're probably thinking like, duh, but it wasn't giving duh for me. It was giving I'm rushed. I just need to go through the books. But now I have time. So countdown is, I think, 9 months. or 8 months. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Okay, 8 months. And it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. I feel like there's some other things that I need to say, but so far this is what I want to say. And also I'm using my iPad to take my notes. I love this. Don't you love it? So cute. Like, this keeps me going. Future doctor. Some Bible quotes to remind me that God is good. Yeah, so I just want to say this too, because this is so crazy, but it makes sense. So because I'm an art girly, when I take my notes, it means so much to me that as I'm going through my notes, I can like change the colors of the font. It makes me so interested in taking notes because I'm like, ooh, this is so pretty as I'm writing. Like, while I could be stressed out, I'm not, because I'm like, ooh, this is so cute. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Because you know how you take notes with like a pen and a piece of paper and it's just like black and white and it's like boring. It gets very like repetitive, it's monotonous. I don't like that. I'm not here for it. And also it's like you're gonna have to have notebooks on top of notebooks. That's why I love my iPad. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is how I've been doing my notes. I have a quiz, but whatever. So let's look at these colors. Let's get into them. That's giving me like modern, like, I don't know, like vintage girly. I love that. And then these colors, so cute. Like every time I'm like taking notes, I'm always like, wow, like this is so cute. Like I actually enjoy taking notes. And just the freedom of the notes. Like you can put pictures in. Yeah, I just love that. I really love that. And so originally I started with biology, but my friend I made a friend when I was in Minnesota, and she's an engineer major. And so she was helping me with chemistry. So I was like, I should just do chemistry first and then biology. And I feel like that's flipped, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, like look at these colors. So cute, right? But yeah, so that's what I've been doing so far. And I feel like there's more things that I want to update about, but that's what I have so far. So I think that I'm going to just do my week and yeah, we'll just see what that looks like. But it's good to be back. I actually really like vlogging. I thought I didn't, but I think I really do. So here we are. Bye. So one thing I've learned is that I've said this before, that I like to be up and moving around. And this sounds crazy, but studying in the car helps me to really focus, because it's not like me just sitting at my desk with nothing happening. There's so much moving around me that I feel so calm. And I wish that it was possible for me to get in the car and just always study. It doesn't work like that. But I found studying in the car to really help me with focus. So I really appreciate that. And people are always like, how do you do that? And I'm just like, honestly, it's so easy. But yeah. Nothing's left of what was you and me. I guess that this is what it feels like to be forgotten, to not matter anymore. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's before, bro.
Hi, Dad.
All right. So, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm on right now since I'm talking to my girls.
Okay, so currently I am in the car on my way to have lunch with my mom and my aunt. Her birthday is on Monday, right? Yeah, just on Monday. I'm not great with birthdays, but her birthday is on Monday, and so I'm currently studying in the car. Hold on. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that I should have already explained my new studying process and caught everybody up. But yeah, so I think it's just really important that I be dedicated to studying for this exam, no matter where I am in what I'm doing, I have to bring my books with me. And I feel like sometimes, like, for people outside looking in, it can seem like, oh, that's like excessive, but it's not. Like, if you know, you know, it's not excessive. And I think it actually gives me peace. What actually happens to me if I leave the house without my books, that's when I feel stressed. And I think having them makes me feel better, because I'm always like, okay, if I go out and I think it's more important right now for me to spend time with whoever I'm with, then I'll put my books down. But if I have free time, I can be studying. And I think it's important to always remember that this is just a season. Like, yes, as a doctor, you'll be taking exams, but this is just a season. Like, this is not forever. Like, this is just a season. And when this is over, things will be light and fluffy again. But for right now, this is just what I have to do to get to where I need to get to. So it'll be great. But yeah, so that's what I'm headed to do. And if I can get the right angles in the car, I'll record myself studying. So yeah. So here I'm studying at my desk, which is something I haven't done in such a long time. Lately, I've been sitting downstairs in the living room with the TV on studying, which probably is not ideal, but I've been getting my work done, and isn't that what really matters? But sitting at my desk, there's something that I've realized. I think when I sit downstairs, I usually do that when I'm like super, super tired, and it has a lot to do with posture. So my couch downstairs is really like, you melt into it. And so I think, and you would think that you would fall asleep, but I don't. It actually makes me so much more comfortable. So I'm able to get my work done. And sitting at my desk is very like professional, very like sit up straight. And I don't always love that. But I will say that I feel like my focus is better at my desk. But yeah, one thing that comes to mind watching this video is that tired does not mean stop. Tired does not mean stop. Tired does not mean stop. And I think that that's something that I have to constantly say to myself. And I know people will disagree, but I know myself. Just because I'm a little sleepy, it does not mean go to bed. Sometimes you have to push through it. And if it was anything that I was doing in this video, it was pushing through. But yeah. Okay, so it is currently 12 something Tuesday morning, but let's just pretend like it's Monday, because what I'm about to say is from Monday. I'm behind in finishing my book, so my general chemistry book. So yeah, it's just been given very much like studying every single night until late, but today I finished early, thank God. Finished at 11:30. I literally woke up at 7:30 and I was doing schoolwork from 7:30 until 2:30. I went to class, I came back, and I had been doing work from the time I got back until literally about an hour ago. This is the first time all day that I've had to like really sit down and have time to myself. and I just want to talk about a couple thoughts that have been going through my head all day. Do I even really want to be a doctor? Where did I get this from? But I don't know. I feel like I have to fight those thoughts because I know this is what I want to do, but I think the process, when I look ahead, I'm always like, ooh, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. That, and I think I'm constantly thinking, like, why am I doing this vlog? Like, what's the point? But then again, at the same time, I said that I really want to be able to look back at, like, the process that it took me, the process of me getting into medical school. So I think that's really important. And yeah, I think it's just cute and fun. But highlight of my week that hasn't began yet, but this was a highlight that happened Sunday or Saturday. So I'm going to see my brother and my sister-in-law in November, and I'm so excited because it'll be just like a very needed break, and I'm just so excited. I hope my brother doesn't see this because I don't want him to know that I'm this excited. Like, you know how, like, you have a sibling? I'm the youngest in my family, and, like, liking your siblings is just, like, I don't know. But now that we're adults, it's like my brother is my friend, but he doesn't need to know that I'm excited. Not too much. But yeah, like, that's my highlight. And what else? I did really good today. I'm very proud of everything that I did. I have like 4 more chapters left in my Gen Chem book, and I'm on Saturday and Sunday. I am like not going anywhere. My family, we're not going to church this Sunday because my parents are doing like a breast cancer walk and I'm not going. So I am going to be studying for hours, and it's not going to be bad because I'm going to do a chapter a day. And if I keep my momentum, let's get it together, I'll finish, and then I can start biology. And the good thing about biology is that I'm already at chapter 3 in biology because I started doing it during the summer. So I'm happy. It's gonna be great. And also, I feel like if my friends are watching this, I am so sorry if I haven't texted you back or called you back. My life is ridiculous right now. This will be over soon. It will be. This is just a season. I don't know why I can't get my words out. I think it's because it's late at night. This is just a season. It's not forever. It's not forever. Just for a little while. That's it. But yeah, now I think what's most important is me getting some rest. Oh, and for fun or just relaxation, I'm knitting a scarf. Don't laugh at me because when I posted this on Instagram, people were like, oh, you're so old, blah, blah, blah. How do y'all think y'all be getting them scarves at the store? Somebody has to make them. Like, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. But yeah, that's all I have today. Maybe you'll see me studying tomorrow because I'll be on campus. We'll see. But this is what we have so far for Tuesday morning / Monday night, but forget the Tuesday morning part. Monday night. Yeah. Bye. So here I am studying with my friends, which is probably one of the most unproductive things that I can do, but that's okay because while it may not be good for my work, it's always good for the soul. Need to talk to my friends, need to laugh, need to bounce ideas off of them. And I feel like I got, minuscule amount of work done. Something is better than nothing. So yeah, and I recommend that to everybody. I feel like as like students who are taking like pre-med, who are taking the MCAT and who are pre-med, a lot of times it's like you bury yourself away from the world, and I don't think that that's helpful. And I really think it's just important to have a system that you can lean on and that is there for you, and you're going to have to make time for them. It's not even just about maintaining relationships with them, but it's also good for you. So yeah. So I'm always trying to figure out what works for me as far as noise in the background. And I feel like in other videos I said, oh, I really don't need this. I really lied. Like, I need something. So I switched back between music and like a TV show that I've seen a million times, so I don't need to watch it. And they both are beneficial in different ways. I think when I'm super tired, I need the TV. And when I'm feeling really good, really upbeat, I'll play music. But it has to be songs that I don't know when I'm studying something new, or songs I do know when I'm just writing notes. I feel like that's so technical, but it's what works for me. And I feel like everybody, well, I feel like people already know this, but I'm saying it anyway. I feel like you should find something that works for you. I know a lot of people like silence, and that's cute. But don't feel bad if you need music going or the TV playing, because people are consistently like, how do you do that? How do you get work done? Easy. My brain is different. I process differently. Don't let people make you feel bad. If you need that, you need that, period.
Wish I was just like you, maybe then I see the light, and I could be free again, free from my troubles and my sins, free from the tears inside, and free from the fears I tried.
Okay, so here I'm just studying right before I go into my class to take a quiz, but I just want to say this has nothing to do with this clip, but everything to do with the whole point of this vlog. Just a really quick tip that someone told me like a couple weeks ago, and I think really stuck with me, and I think other people really should hear it. That one thing that you feel makes your application weak may really just be the thing that causes you to stand out amongst other applicants. I was talking to one of my mentors about how I haven't taken certain classes, and I'm this major, and I'm different. And I kind of always thought of that as a little bit of a weakness, but so many people have told me to own that, sell that, like that's what makes you different. That's what sets you apart. And I think that's one of the most important things when applying to med school or really any other school is having an application that looks different than everyone else. What makes you, I don't know, you, uniquely you, and your experience, what's unique about it. So yeah, I think that's just really important.
Butterfly, butterfly, where you gonna go tonight? Wish I was just like you, maybe then you take me high, away from it all again, away from my troubles and my sins, away from the fears inside, away from the tears I try to hide away, 'cause I just wanna make you smile, but I know that'll take a while, 'cause I'm trying to find myself, and I just wanna make you proud, but I think that I'm running out of time to figure it out. Butterfly, butterfly, take me on your wings and fly.
Okay, so today is Friday. I don't think I recorded yesterday, but I just got out my last class. And okay, overview of the week. I did really good with studying. I think I said this earlier in the video, but I have 5 more chapters to finish, and I got through 1 chapter this week, but really not, because I'm going to finish the other 3 this weekend. So that still counts as the week. So yeah, I'm going to finish that. Things are doing good. I think that, and I've got my work done and stuff, and that was great too. But let's talk more deeper. I feel like this week I've learned some really good lessons. I think that for me, and I think I've said this in my earlier videos, that I am a very like, how do I term this? Like, there's no middle ground with my personality. I either give it my all or I give it nothing. So when I relax, I really relax and I do nothing. Or when I'm going really hard, I go really hard and I don't take breaks and things like that. So I think that one thing I learned this week is that this exam and doing well in my classes requires a little bit more of me. And I think that I'm going to have, this is going to be one of those semesters where I give it my all. Like, obviously, I'm going to have to learn how to take breaks and not just go at the expense of my well-being. But I think that it just requires so much more of me. Even though my semester is light, this exam is a lot, and I think I'm prepared to do it. I don't hate it as I approach it, and I think when I was studying last time, I hated it, but I've been changing the way I view it, and I think that's been super helpful for me. Because, and I say this all the time, I've been saying this the past couple of weeks, like, I know that when I talk about studying for the MCAT with other people, everybody's so negative about it. Oh, like, I hate this exam, it's going to be so hard. And I'm just such a firm believer in your words have power. And if every single time you go to approach studying for your exam, you're saying, I hate doing this, I don't want to do this, I don't think I'm going to do well, that's exactly what's going to happen, and you're going to hate doing it. You're probably not going to do well. I mean, you could do well, but you're setting yourself up for failure, and I don't want to do that. So I've been saying, I enjoy this material. Like, this is fun for me. Like, I love learning new things. And I feel like that sounds very robotic, but it's been helping me a lot. I do not dread studying at all. Like, I don't dread it. I think it's so exciting. I love doing practice problems, even when I get them wrong, because I'm like, wow, there's something here to learn. Like, even if I got it wrong, I knew why I got it wrong. And that's growth from where I was a couple months ago. So I think there's words and power. There's words and power. There is power in words, and there's also power in mindset. So yeah, that's what I've learned this week. I really have to pick up the pace, but I need to do it in a healthy way. And yeah, there's power in words and power in mindset. And I just hope to really carry this out throughout the semester, especially when things start to get really intense, to keep the tools and the tactics that I've learned to really help me succeed in what I need to do. So yeah, that's my overview. I feel like there's something else that I wanted to say, but I can't remember. And also, pushing past feelings. We just talked about this in my internship, and it's so funny because I was thinking about that before that whole discussion, but I don't have to feel every emotion that comes to me. And I know that people are like, no, you need to process it, you need to do this, and I think that's true. But for some things, like, I don't always need to sit in tiredness. I don't always need to sit in sadness, because sometimes I feel like these feelings come up as distractions. And it's like, I don't even know why I feel this way. Like, sometimes these feelings just happen, but they don't last. And I don't want to not study because I was sad or I was tired when I could have just pushed past it. I don't know why I can't get my words out today. I could have just pushed past that and did what I needed to do. So these are all things that I'm thinking about as I study, and yeah, things are going great. So